No, hey Byron, hey, it's Jamie Lambert. Thanks for shooting me your email and allowing me to do this for you. But basically, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing today. That can help you start running more dumpsters. And you ask yourself, why do we do this? Well, because I know rental companies are too busy running the day-to-day business to worry about how Google searches can increase their company's dumpster rentals. Sometimes the only hesitation of you guys hiring somebody is they don't know who the expert is and who the expert isn't. So I found out by giving businesses an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do today to start increasing their dumpster rentals has resulted in some of those companies seeing the value of this and wanting more info or even a customized SEO strategy from me. So at the end of this video, you can see the value that I can bring to the table and increase your dumpster rentals. I'll have a link in the email to schedule a call for a more detailed look into your business, where you can simply take action yourself with this free attack plan, and that works for me too. So Byron, let's take a look at your website. Your website looks good. Obviously, it's a back page off of been there, dump that. But basically, you got all your main info, your call to action, your area served. But at the end of the day, the looks and all that of the website and guts of it, is it making money for you? Is it renting dumpsters? We use a call to air, and it looks like you're generating about 215 visits a month from your website. Where do they come from? Kind of here's the majority of them's coming from this dumpster rental Cincinnati, which is a search we're discussing. And then so if we dive into to that search being 100 times a month, and then also this local map pack right here is where 40% of the calls come from. By being in this is your Google business profile, and then you can kind of see a breakdown of traffic, and you're showing up right there in the seventh spot, 154 traffic. But as you can see, there's a lot of traffic, that you're missing out on by not being up in those, top spots. So basically, Junk King, you take a look at them, they're getting 28 hits. And Driveway Dumpsters getting 693 hits. So what are they doing different? If you look at, again, you look at your site, your website, it's showing for 63 keywords, and you look, Junk King, you see their traffic's up, they're at 116 words, and then Driveway Dumpster is 82. Google looks at these keywords right here as buyer intent keywords, is what people are searching for when they're looking for dumpster rooms. So just by implementing buyer intent keywords correctly in your site, and adding a little more content on your page, will start moving your site, up the Google rankings. And like I tell everyone, this isn't about Junk King or Driveway Dumpsters being smarter, or it's just about leveraging the three core pillars for those Google robots to see. One's content, two citations, and three's backlinks. So you're sitting here thinking, this guy promised me a solution to all this for free, and that's right, I did. It's basically content, citations, and backlinks. My business names.com digital real estate, and I chose that for a reason. Your online presence is a valuable piece of real estate, online. It's very important, to your ability to grow your dumpster rental company to where you want. And that free attack plan, here it is. I want you to look at your online presence, just business, your dumpsters, your trucks, your inventory, your employees. And when you advertise, you letter your trucks, you letter your dumpsters, you possibly billboards, banners, yard signs. And then obviously every business owner loves referrals, whether they come from a big contractor, or a little old lady cleaning their garage out. So basically your physical business is your content, your advertising is your citations, and your referrals are your backlinks. One, content is king. Google wants 1,500 words keywords people are searching for. Just like you manage every day. If you want to run a 10-yard dumpster, you have to have it. You have to have the equipment to get it there and pick it up. You have to have that in place as well. On Google, the content basically tells your online story of what you offer and where. The content on your site should show Google exactly what you are and what you do and where you service. You just need the right content with buyer intent keywords, that people are searching for, and you kind of need to, go off of what your competition is doing. So number two, the citations. It's basically your online advertising. It's your trucks lettered, dumpsters lettered, billboards. What's on them, is your name, address, and phone number. That's an online citation. It's simply name, address, phone number listed on online directories. I mentioned that Google business profile that's getting 30 to 40% of all the calls. Your competition has, in that top three, has about 150 of them. You're right around 100. You're showing some are more important than others. Just like that billboard, is more important than 100-yard signs. But grabbing those citations will make a gigantic difference, in your cost per month. From trying to move up from 7 or from 10 into that, top three. The third thing, is your online referrals, which is backlinks. That's just what backlinks are. It's a referral from, another site, to yours. Some referrals come from a college kid, that tore his apartment up, might generate, maybe one referral, and other referrals have more power, like a roofing contractor that might get you a weekly referral. So you need to get those powerful online referrals that have authority, to catch up and pass your competition. Again, the reason for this video is I wanted to show you and not just tell you the growth that's out there for you, to dominate the market. So if you found this video valuable for your business, click the link in the email to schedule a deeper dive into a custom strategy just for you. No obligation, just if there's a fit, and add more value for you. I appreciate the time. Thanks.